What's going on, guys? It's Josiah, your success consultant, and I've got a special announcement for you, and that's why I'm going live. So, as you know, Black Men's Career is all about you getting ahead and thriving as a Black man in America. And I know I've got other people that's on this channel as well, and much love to you. You're definitely included in this. I'm giving you a special opportunity to be able to work with me behind the scenes. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, I am going to be hosting a live, highly exclusive masterclass on how to dominate at business expo events. So many of you guys have been on my videos already. Many of you guys have seen a lot of the information that I've given out for free. Some of you have already worked with me as clients behind closed doors. You got to be in this masterclass. I'm telling you, if you are an entrepreneur or you're an aspiring entrepreneur and you are not in the building for tomorrow's event, I guarantee you, you're going to regret it. Why are you going to regret it? Because I'm going over these 5 things in tomorrow's event. So let me break this down for you real quick. Now, I've put the link to be able to sign up in the description below. So make sure that you take care of that before you're done watching this video, because the deadline closes in less than 24 hours. You know, a lot of times when people, they watch my videos, they get really hyped up and they get really amped, but then they forget. And then by the time they remember, the doors are already closed and they're mad they can't get in. Don't let that be you. If you want to get in, if you want to be able to know how to be able to quit your job, start your own business, hire those in your community for the positions so you can get ahead and they can get ahead too, you need to be in this masterclass tomorrow. What are we going to talk about in the Black Wall Street Masterclass? So just as a brief rundown, you know, for many of you guys, I'm sure that you have heard of Black Wall Street historically, which was renowned in Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is when Black people were self-sustained in their community. We had our own grocery stores. We had our own airports. We had our own movie theaters. We had our own insurance companies. We had many businesses that was within our own community where our dollar was being recycled and going back to us. See, when you look at a lot of other communities, and they'll never tell you this because they're too busy taking your dollar and they're not putting you on game, a lot of other communities will come into your neighborhoods, set up their businesses, and then you won't see any of that money flowing back into your community. You'll see nail shops, you'll see hair salons, right? You'll see restaurants. You'll see all of these different businesses from all over and all arenas of life that thrive on the Black dollar. Because Black people in America today spend over $1.3 trillion per year in gross domestic product, meaning the Black dollar is circulating around America alone at the rate of $1.3 trillion, which is more money than a lot of other countries in the world circulate as a whole. And so knowing that there's power in our economic setup, you've got to know how to be able to successfully run your own business. You know, if you don't like your current job, or if you want to be able to have your own business, if you're serious about the Black dollar being recycled in our community as a part of you being subscribed to this Black Men's Career channel, you need to be on this masterclass tomorrow. And not only is it enough that you be on this masterclass tomorrow, anyone that you know that is an entrepreneur or an aspiring entrepreneur, they need to be on this as well. So let me run down from you what I'm going to talk about in tomorrow's masterclass. All right. So this is going to be an online masterclass first and foremost. Once you secure your spot, I'm going to be sending you the details. I'm going to be sending you the link. You'll be able to join. You can watch via your smartphone. You can watch via your tablet. You can use your PC, your desktop, whatever it is that you want to use. I already have the systems in place for you to be able to tune in on this from wherever you're at. You can even dial in via your phone. But we're going to be talking about these 5 topics. The first thing that we're going to be talking about on how you're able to grow your business at a live event is how you can maximize your sales and your profit. Why is this important? 80% of all small businesses in America fail within the first 5 years of getting started. And the reason why those small businesses fail is due to a lack of cash flow, right? How much money you have at your disposal to keep the business going. You know, one of the main reasons why cash flow is lacking? Because you're not making enough sales, right? Because if you got money coming in, then you're able to take some money for it to go out. But because your money starts to slow up, you don't have any more money to be able to pay the bills and keep the lights on. So in this event tomorrow, in this masterclass, which is going to be a 2-hour event, and you're actually going to be able to speak with me live once I'm done giving my walkthrough of how I've generated a substantial income at previous live events, okay? You'll be able to ask me questions about your business directly, but we're talking about how you can maximize your sales as well as your profit. If you've been on some of my previous business videos, you should already know the difference between your sales and your profit, okay? Your sales is whatever amount of money that you make when you sell your products or services to someone, okay? And this event is for people that want to sell products. It's for people that want to sell services. It's for people that want to do online stuff. You might have a physical product. You might have a digital product. Whatever the case may be, I'm talking about it tomorrow in this masterclass. So you need to make sure that you join. The link is in the description below. Profit is how much money you have to reinvest in your business after expenses, okay? How profitable is your business? That's a real question that you need to ask yourself as a business owner. Not how much money is your business making, right? Because everybody can make a sale here and make a sale there, but are you profitable? See, for many of you guys that don't come from a business background, or maybe you're not an accounting major, or you're just not a number cruncher like that, you're not a nerd, you've never even asked yourself the question to even know if you are profitable whatsoever. And just because you're making money from sales doesn't mean that you're profitable. It's a big difference. And I'm going to show you that difference in tomorrow's masterclass. A lot of you guys, you've done live events before. Maybe you've been to a business expo, or maybe, you've just went out and hustled and sold something, but you spend so much money in trying to be able to come up with a product or a service that you don't even realize after you've been sold it, you're not recouping all the money that you put into just getting the product off the ground in the first place, right? So what's the point of you working so hard to make sales if you're not actually profitable, okay? This is what keeps businesses around, okay? When your money begins to slow up, because every business has a slow month. Don't let anybody give you the okie doke and fool you. Some months are better than others in business, okay? When you have a slow month, what's going to keep your business alive? Profits. The profits that you have reinvested into your company will be the lifeblood and the safety net of your business whenever your business goes through any emergencies. All businesses have ups and downs, guys, okay? This is the real world. This is not fantasy land. All businesses have ebbs and flows. And the only thing that's going to keep your business alive and sustain so that you're not having to go back to the job that you don't like is how profitable is your business. I'm going to show you how to get profitable in tomorrow's masterclass, okay? If you've already subscribed to my channel because you like my videos, I'm going 10 times harder in the masterclass because you're actually going to be able to work with me right there on the spot live. The videos that I put out on my YouTube channel, that's just the starting point, man. That's just ground zero. So if you're really trying to get in the game, you need to start working with me directly, and you'll have that shot tomorrow, okay? Number 2, the master marketing method. What does the master marketing method mean? And again, share this video, like this video, okay? If you're not already a part of this channel, make sure that you're subscribed. The master marketing method means this. You cannot just bring any people to your business. You can't bring any people. You can only bring the right people, right? Because some of you guys, you'll go to a business expo, you'll go to a trade show, go to a seminar, and you'll try to sell your product. But a lot of times what happens is people will just come up and they will spectate and they'll look at the booth, but they don't have any interest in actually buying what it is that you have to offer. So here it is, you're spending so much time, you're trying to win a person over, right? You're trying to tell them what your business is all about. You're trying to make a sale, not knowing that they never were coming up with the intention to buy in the first place. And then you're going to find yourself wasting your time. And then you're going to find yourself frustrated. Why? Because at the event, after all of those hours that you were spending on foot trying to put your business out there, you're going to walk away with all the products that you were spending lugging to the vendor table in the first place. All the inventory that you were bringing to the business event, you're going to have to take back home. And you will have taken a loss on all of your expenses because you didn't get in front of buyers, okay? When you're at a business expo, I want you to focus on getting in front of buyers. And I'm going to show you in this masterclass how to be able to bring buyers to the table rather than just spectators or looky-loos, okay? In the world of sales, we will call this tire kickers, okay? Some of you guys are entrepreneurs right now. You should know what I'm talking about. Just because a person is just watching what you're doing, it doesn't mean that they actually plan on buying from you. And if you waste your time not being able to distinguish between who's here to buy and who's just here to chit chat, you're going to go under very quick. Your business is not going to be around very long. Okay. So right here in this masterclass, I'm going to be talking about the master marketing method that you need to really get down and understand. Okay. This third point, stress-free table setup. What does this mean? For any of you that have ever actually done and executed a live business expo before, you know there's a lot of work that goes into it. You spend all day and night coming up with your product, right? You spend all day and night getting your inventory. You're doing all these last minute scrambles. You're working up to the last minute, trying to be able to get everything that you need on time. You're stressed out, wondering if this and that will come in the mail. And then as you bring everything to the vendor table, there's so much that you're lugging between your equipment, your marketing, maybe your business cards, your signs, your inventories, your products, whatever the case may be, that half the job is just being able to set up your table, right? That feels like a lot of work. And then after the event is over, you got to be able to pack it all back up. You got to be able to carry it, lug it around. Listen, a lot of that is for the birds, because half the stuff that you bring to a vendor table is stuff that shouldn't even be there in the first place, okay? Because different products sell better than others at live events. So on this third point, I'm going to actually be showing you how to be able to set up a proper vendor table at your business expo without killing yourself in the process. I'm going to say that again. In tomorrow's masterclass, which even if you cannot be there live, by the way, as soon as you secure your spot, you're guaranteeing that after the event is over, I'm going to send you a recording of the masterclass. So even if you can't make it tomorrow, don't worry. All you got to do is secure your spot and you'll make sure that you're in the venue. Amir said, I'm there. Shout out to you. I can't wait to work with you as you're there. Okay. Stress-free table setup is what we're going to discuss. The fourth thing that we're going to discuss, and I've already kind of touched on this, is picking the perfect product. Okay, this is important. Picking the perfect product. You might have a product or a service that you want to sell. And for those of you guys that are on right now watching this video live, send me a question in the chat that you have about this masterclass, because y'all know it's not every day that I'm actually on here live. And so if you want to be able to ask me questions now about this event, now is your time. Now is your shot. And I'm going to answer these questions while I'm on Johnny on the spot. All right. So when it comes to picking the perfect product, some products sell better than others at live events. Okay. Shout out to TL4 Christ 216. Thank you for going ahead, throwing a question out there. How do you register? Click the link in the description. Okay. There's a link that's in the description of this video, and it's going to take you straight there. All right. And just for whatever reason, if you're unable to see the link there, I'm going to share it with you here. Okay. Here you go, right here. This is the link that you should be seeing in the description section. Okay. It says iwannabesuccessful.com/black-wall-street-masterclass. Okay. Make sure that for those of you guys that are even watching the recording of this, click the link in the description. Okay. Now, if y'all have more questions, now is the time. The same way you saw me answer TL4 Christ 216 question, I'll answer your question as well. Now is your time. Okay. So, picking your perfect product. Not every product sells the same at a live event. And rather than wasting your time and coming out there with products and services that don't even make sales, I want to show you which ones sell better than others, right? So that way you're getting the biggest bang for your buck. You're going to be working hard to be able to have a great event at this business expo, and you want to make sure that you reap the fruits and the benefits of your labor, okay? So the fifth and final part of what this masterclass is going to have is special bonuses that are just for you. You know, if you are an aspiring business owner or you're currently a business owner, I guarantee you that you won't want to miss out on what I have to offer for you tomorrow, because I'm going to be sharing with you a step-by-step walkthrough of how I've gone about generating substantial amounts of revenue at live events in a very short amount of time, okay? There's definitely a science to it. There's definitely an art, and I want you to know exactly how to do it successfully for your next business expo, okay? So this comes from Yakir. What's going on? Shout out to Yakir. It says, should one's focus at live events be about selling your product or making your brand known to your target group? So excellent question. And that's actually one of the key points that I'm bringing out in tomorrow's masterclass. You've got to be able to go into an event with an objective. See, for most entrepreneurs, what they do is they'll say, well, you know, I've got something, I've got a product or I got an item that I want to just be able to sell, but you don't actually have a strategic plan in place on how to be able to sell. Okay. What you want to be able to do is, before you even get to the event, you know exactly what your focus is going to be. You know exactly what your objective is going to be. So to get to Yakir's question, right, you have to decide as the entrepreneur what you want the focus to be. Is it going to be about massive awareness, or is it going to be about maximizing your sales? Because the two can be very different. I'll give you an example, right? So if you were to look at just product pricing, right? If you want to be able to get a product out to everybody, well, then you would make the product in many cases as low as possible, right? You start giving out free samples of things. You start offering it at a very low price point to where anybody can buy it, right? But if your focus is on maximizing your sales, then that strategy would actually be counterproductive. If you're trying to maximize your sale, maybe you don't want to have it at such a low price point that you're not able to generate a profit. You have extremely low margins. Maybe if your focus is on maximizing your sales, then you're going to have a totally different strategy. And see, if you have a maximum sales strategy going into an event like that, then that's going to change your marketing approach as well. Because if you're just trying to do mass marketing, then that means that you're just trying to get in front of anybody and you're just trying to get people to know you. But if you're trying to do a mass or a maximum sales campaign, then it's much better for you to actually get into a target marketing strategy than a mass marketing strategy. In other words, if you're trying to optimize on your sales, then what you need to do is you need to know how to bring the right people to the table. See, the difference in layman's terms is if you're doing a mass marketing approach where you're just trying to put your brand out there and be known, then you can bring anybody to the table. If you're doing a maximum sales campaign, you're going to be focusing on making sure a lot of those people never even come to your table because you only want to deal with buyers. See, it's two different strategies and two entirely different game plans that you would operate from. And that's the reason why before the event even takes place, you really need to know about what your objective and what your goal is going to be at that event in order for you to be successful. So that's all the more reason, Yakir, why I would really recommend that you get into this masterclass, because that's going to be one of the many things that I'm going to be discussing. When we talk about this max sales and profit, one of the main things that I'm going to show you is actually how to be able to interact and bring the right people to the table to make sure that you're making sales. Again, a lot of times, one of the biggest things that will stop you from having a really successful live event is because you're going to spend too much time talking to people that are not buyers, but they pose themselves as potential customers. See, a lot of times when you get people that come up at your vendor table, they're not going to be telling you right off the rip, oh yeah, I don't plan on buying nothing from you. Oh, I just plan on, just window shopping. They're not going to tell you that. They're going to act like they're down for the cause, but then when it comes time to buy, that's when they're going to leave. And you might be spending all the time in the world trying to win that person over, but they were never planning on buying from you in the first place. And so in this maximum sales and profit portion of the masterclass tomorrow, I'm going to show you how to know the difference between buyers versus spectators. Okay. Now, if Yakir, maybe you're not focusing on maximizing your sales and you want to be able to do maximum brand exposure, that's the reason why the second point is about the master marketing method, right? I'm going to show you, if that's your strategy, how to be able to get your product in front of as many people as possible, how to get your brand in front of as many people as possible. But I can tell you this, if you try to do both in terms of maximizing your awareness, just anybody, while trying to make maximum sales at the same time, chances are you might not end up being successful in either one, because both of them is its own world in and of itself, and it requires its own amount of time and effort. Okay, so make sure that you guys click the link below. Okay, make sure that you secure your spot into the Black Wall Street Masterclass. Okay, I want to be able to clear up just some last minute questions, and you got less than 24 hours to be able to join. Now, again, some of the questions that you may have: where is this masterclass taking place? It's going to be a live online event. Okay, once you secure your spot, I'm going to send you an email with a link to be able to join. Okay, once you have joined, even if you cannot make the event live tomorrow, I'm still going to be sending you a recording of it where you'll have lifetime access. So the whole point of why I even put this together in a masterclass is not for you to just have one good event. It's for you to be able to grow your business for years on end. Many of the things that I'm going to be sharing with you at this masterclass tomorrow is going to be able to last you a lifetime in the life of your business. Okay, so it's going to be an online event. You'll be able to access it from wherever you are in the world. All you need is an internet connection. You can even dial in on the phone if you don't have internet. Okay, that's how good this thing is going to be. Okay. Secondly, some of you guys might be asking, okay, well, Uzziah, my success consultant, maybe I'm not a business owner right now, but I'm interested in this. Should I still attend? Yes, absolutely. This is the best possible time for you to be able to join. Why? Because again, do you want to be in a situation where you already have a business and you're struggling to make ends meet because you don't know what you're doing? Or do you want to go into a business already locked and loaded with everything that you need in order to be successful and make sales? Why do 70 to 80% of all small businesses in America fail within the first 5 years of getting started? It's because of a lack of cash flow. They don't know how to consistently generate sales. See, you might just go to a Black Wall Street event or a certain trade expo, and you might make money right there at that time. But what about the month after that? And the month after that? And the month after that? You got to learn how to be able to create repeat streams of income to keep your business going from month to month and year to year. And that's exactly what I'm going to be showing you about. So even if you're not a business owner, but maybe there's a chance that you may have a business one day, I guarantee you, you would much rather have this information in your back pocket so you can pull it out at will than to be scrambling because your business is about to go bankrupt and you wish that you had this information before you went in the poorhouse. Now is the time for you to really get on this, okay? You got all the opportunities right now. I'm giving you all the heads up right now. It's going to be tomorrow, Tuesday, April 3rd at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's when the masterclass is going to go down, okay? I'm going to be walking you through everything that's on this board. I'll be providing you with special bonuses, and you're also going to have access to be able to speak with me directly through a live video conference during this masterclass so that we can have a Q&A session, okay? So if you have any questions that's specific to your business, right? Maybe you're doing a business expo and you have a very specific question about your business, I want to be able to answer it tomorrow, okay? So make sure that you click the link in the description right now, okay? Tomorrow. That's when the masterclass is going to be. You've got less than 24 hours to be able to get in. After that 24 hours time period has passed, you're not going to be able to join this. You're not going to be able to get a recording. Once the deadline has passed for you to sign up, you're not going to be able to get a recording of this because you just didn't join on time, okay? I'm about you being on time. I'm trying to teach you lessons. I'm trying to groom you with the business. Don't procrastinate. I'll see you in tomorrow's masterclass. Take care.